Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my people. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. This is the Sharks Fan TV with your man Humphrey. Joining you in this day before the finals, the Bulls versus Sharks finals. And first of all, before we start, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your support. Please keep on liking, subscribing, and sharing. Hit the bell button as well as you subscribe if you're new to the channel, so that you can get notifications of videos that are coming out of this channel. So thank you guys once again. Welcome to this preview show, the Carlin Currie Cup preview show. I almost messed up my words there. Carlin Currie Cup preview show with your man Humphrey. This is the Sharks Fan TV, and let's get into it, guys. Well, today I'm just happy to join you. Today I'm just happy to be here, talk to you as a fan of the Chelsea Sharks, of the final. Now, before I do that, I just want to say an apology. I didn't come out with a video after the semi-finals. Been a busy week, and I just want to touch what happened in that semi-finals first of all. 19-9 to us, 19-9 to the Sharks was the final score, and it was Corinne Bosch who scored most of the points. He was man of the match at the end. He scored 5 conversion. He scored a drop goal as well. He scored not 5 conversion, sorry, 5 penalties. Scored a drop goal as well, and it was rightly so man of the match because he won us most of the 19 points. He won us 14 points. Was a tight game. What we did there, we just nullified the forwards. We nullified the attack. They usually are physical. Western Province, they are physical team, and just nullified their threat. We were under pressure most of the game, especially in our 22. We gave away a lot of penalties in our 22 and kept on defending. Granted that we defended well, but I didn't like how we were just giving away penalties. Discipline was a bit poor. We got sin bin in the first half towards the second half, and we held on. They also got a sin bin, but we didn't add an advantage. I think we scored the try when they had the sin bin. But it was a very scruffy game. It was a very tactical game, should I say. When we started, we just started kicking penalties. Whenever we got penalties, we kicked at their goal and got 3 points away from it. We played a lot in our territory, though we had most of the possession, but we played a lot in our territory. Reminds you of the Cheetahs game, doesn't it? Which we lost. But that's all in the past because we came out victorious. 19-9 was the scoreline. And we're going to meet the Bulls at Loftus Stadium. Remember, we finished 4th in the log, and we didn't secure a home semi-final or a final. And it's always going to be a tough task for us. So going into this final is going to be a very big task for us, but I'm really confident. Though I read somewhere today that also we are going in as underdogs, and the prediction are that 11%, which is given a tiny percentage of our chances to win the game, which I don't know if you guys like it, but 11% is a very low predictive scoreline or prediction that we're going to have a chance to lift the Currie Cup. But come on, the Currie Cup is ours, and I'm going to tell you something that is going to lift our spirits going into the game. Beginning with this, did you know, a fun fact is the Bulls haven't won a Currie Cup ever since 2006. And in that 2006 finals, they actually shared with Free State Cheetahs. So, yeah, in the early 2000s, they were dominant. They won it 3 times. And then 2006, they won it again. After that, they haven't won the coveted Currie Cup. Yeah, it's very weird. Granted that we won it 4 times in the previous 10 finals. We reached the final 6 times. We've only lost twice in the final. So that gives us actually, how can I put it, hopes that we're gonna get something into this game, going into this game. Now I want to get into some stats and want to tell us about the journey, how we came to be in this final. And I'm gonna pull up a graphic that shows that all the way from the Super Rugby Unlocked, how we got here. Remember when we went into lockdown and and rugby came back. The first thing that happened was we were to play the Super Rugby and the Super Rugby Unlocked and the Currie Cup concurrently. So we play 6 games each team in the Super Rugby Unlocked, another 6 games in the Carlin Currie Cup, and overall, whoever is the top four, we're gonna meet in the playoffs, in the semi-finals. We came out victorious. Bulls came out victorious in the semi-finals against Lions, and we're gonna meet in the final of the Carlin Currie Cup. So I just want to remind us how we got there. So the first game in the Super Rugby Unlocked, first of all, we started at Loftus in the superhero weekend, and we lost that game. Everybody knows what happened there. We didn't come prepared, but we lost that game. But then we started the Super Rugby Unlocked properly, winning against the Lions 1916 back in October 9th. Then that was last year. Then we met the Bulls again in Loftus, and it was a drastic loss in that game. We lost 41-14. I didn't recognize anyone in that team. We played poorly, but it's in the past. It's in the past, guys. But that was our second encounter at Loftus, and we lost that game. Are you starting to get shivers like me since we're playing at Loftus this Saturday? Then we went to Mbombela Stadium, played Pumas, and won there 42-19 against Pumas. That was our October fixtures. Then got into November, 3 fixtures we played in the Super Rugby Unlocked. Actually 2, because the last one was cancelled. We won against Cheaters 19-13 on 6th of November. 13th of November, we won against Griquas 33-34. That was actually a very close game. I remember that. And I was just at the edge of my seat almost when the finals was coming. And then COVID-19 hit our camps, where we had to postpone, we had to cancel the game between DHL West Stormers and us on the 21st of November. The game was cancelled. The Bulls against Pumas game was suspended and played in a later stage. That allowed them to gain maximum points and lift the Super Rugby Unlocked Cup. So they have already a cup in their hands. Now going into the Carlin Currie Cup, what happened there was we also played 6 games. Just gonna pull another graphic here. We started off with Pumas and won 45-10 in 27th of November. That was just a week later after the Super Rugby Unlocked was finished. Then went to the December fixtures. On the 12th of December, we won against the Bulls for the first time. That was also a game I remember very well, and we won 32-29. It was at Johnson's Kings Park Stadium, the Shark Tank. We won. Okay, after that we lost against Lions, 12-27, and the next fixture we lost also against Cheaters, 10-37. So going into those, we in the Super Rugby we had won 2 and lost 2 already. Then the final game was Griquas, which we won 47-19. That was the 5th game, and we were supposed to play the 6th game as well. This is the January fixture, by the way. When we played the Griquas was 2nd of January, and then on the 9th of January we were supposed to play Western Province. It didn't on the 7th. Sorry, it didn't happen because also COVID-19. And I gotta say, it was the Sharks players who were guilty. It came out from the Sharks camp. Everyone has been tight-lipped. No one has said anything about who got the virus, but we don't want to know right now because it's the finals. I'm just gonna ignore it right now. Then going into that, we had played 12. We had played 10 games actually, and won 7 of them, lost 3, um, which taking us into the semifinals. Semifinals happening last week, and I just mentioned that we won 19-9 at Newlands. The final game at Newlands, they had that stadium. Western Province had that stadium since 1888. Where were you in 1888? That was when the stadium was opened, and it came to a curtain raising closure, and we are the guys who can actually brag and say we won the semifinals at Newlands. We were the last people to win. We spoiled their party there, but I'm sure they had a party after that just to celebrate the history and the trophies they won in at Newlands. Now, going into this, the Bulls also had their journey, and I'm just gonna tell you about it just now. Okay, the Bulls we started the Super Rugby Unlocked by actually, we met at the Super Fun Saturday, Superhero Saturday, and they won that game. It was a curtain raiser. Went into the Super Rugby Unlocked on form, and they started their trophy challenge on the 10th of October, won against Requas 30-23. Lost against Cheaters 19-17, their second game. Lost against Sharks 41-14. And then won against Stormers 39-6. Won against Lions 30-25. And then won against Pumas on 25-5. So they actually played all their games. They actually played 6 games. Making them lift that trophy, the coveted Super Rugby Unlocked trophy. The first time they've won a Super Rugby Unlocked tournament, which was the first inaugural tournament. And then, so they went in with maximum points in the Super Rugby, into the Currie Cup. The points were carried over into the Currie Cup. Now, in the Currie Cup, they started their challenge at Western Province. They won 22-20 against Western Province and won against Cheaters 40-13. Then they came and played us, the game that I mentioned. They lost 29-32. We won 32 by 32 points. They went on and won against Lions, whom they met in the semifinals last week. They won that game 22-15. And then they lost against Pumas because they had already qualified to the semifinals, top of the log. They rested a lot of their players. They brought in youngsters, they brought in fringe players, and they lost against Pumas 14-44. But then they had a plan because they were resting the huge players, or the starting 15, most of their starting 15. And then in the semifinals, they won 26-21. They played the first semifinals, won against Golden Lions at Loftus Stadium. So they had secured a home semifinal, and if they had won, they would have secured. They had secured a home final. So they won, and we are meeting them the first time in the Vodacom. In the Carlin Currie Cup Finals for the first time since 2003, I think. 2003, where we met in the final. The Bulls haven't been in the finals from 2010. This is their first time in 10 finals that have appeared. The last time they were in the finals was 2006 against Free State Cheaters. So that's the form or the journey that we both took in. Going into this game, form goes out of the window, obviously, you know. So I'm going to pull up another stat just to show how the team is going prepared in terms of their statistics, in terms of their attacking and defensive play. So In terms of Bulls, since they're the home team, the average gain in terms of meterage of this season is 2.5 meters, meaning that every game they've gained 2.5 meters when they've advanced, or when they've coming from a set play, scrum, rack, or a line out, they've advanced as much as 2.5 average. And then lineouts won in terms of percentage is 78%. So it's up in the high. They've won most of their lineouts. I remember in our game against them at the Shark Tank, we actually stole um, most of their lineouts. So it wasn't a clean game for them. So I think that's where the percentage comes in. Their scrum is 65. This doesn't reflect so much what they do, because they're very good at set plays, and they're very strong in terms of their forward play. So 65% is not a good reflection on them, but it doesn't tell the whole story. That's what I found out. Then tackle accuracy. They've attempted 243 tackles, and made 38 of them, which is 16%. Also on the low, but most of their game is attacking and not defensive. So we have to be wary of that. What they do is they hit you so hard with their strength in their forwards, and then they flow the ball to the back line with people like um, who's their wing, I think Stedman. Yeah, with people like him, and those people just run at you. Since you are very congested in the forwards, they have space to run, and that's how they score their tries. Also, Mornestein has a good kicking game, so watch out for that. For us, in terms of stats, is our average gain is 3 meters. We've been able to gain 3 meters per game, per set play. When we start carrying the ball, we've been able to advance 3 meters. Also, I'm a bit skeptical from the last 3 games we played against Lions, against Cheetahs, and Western Province. Most of the game we've played, it's in our territory. Against Western Province, yes, we kicked a lot to their territory, and we suffocated them there. I think we learned from our mistakes against Cheetahs and Lions on how to play, and we kicked the ball a lot more to their territory. So 3 meters there. Our lineouts is more than them, 85%, which is a good percentage. We actually, the only game I can remember which were very poor at lineouts was the Lions game. We actually just gave away a lot of the ball in the Lions game. Scrums are 54, so 54 and 65. It just shows you that the scrummages, it's very contestable. We won half of our scrums, or we contested half of the scrums, and they are in the upper hand, winning or contesting 65% of their scrum. In terms of tackle accuracy, we've attempted 142 and made 28 successful tackles, which counts to 20%. So it's higher than them, who have 16%, meaning that for us, also our game is attacking, but from what I've seen is our game is more counter attack. We are really quick to have the break line when they have the ball, and we turn it over. We're very good in turning over and very quick in transition, getting our balls back into the back line. The likes of the likes of Subung Kosi, Yao Peng, just running to them. So I think it's gonna play a role, or it's gonna play an advantage to us if we get a lot of those tackles, a lot of those turnovers. And if we play as we played against the Western Province, suffocate them in their half, and get any time we get a kicking advantage, I think we should take that, kick it to them. Monestein is there, he can kick, but I believe Corin Bosch is better of the two. Now on to some bit of team news, where Noche was speaking, Skumbuzo Noche, our 8th man, was speaking ahead of the finals, and he said, we are thrilled to have secured a place. I'm quoting him. We're thrilled to have secured a place in the final, but we accept that we have a massive assignment Loftus on Saturday afternoon. But it's an assignment we're really excited about, especially as not a lot of players in our squad have been in finals. So this is a very special occasion. Okay, so that's one other thing that I wanted to mention or has come across my mind, that most of our players haven't played in a Currie Cup final. I remember just Cohen Bosch, um, Apelele Fassi making his debut season. He played in the 2018 finals. Apart from that, there's a whole list. JP Peterson also is our reserves, who's played in the Currie Cup final. So most of these people, Ox and Che wasn't with us. Skumbuzo Noche wasn't with us. Also, is the one speaking. So most of us, most of the team, we have very young team, and think most of them are below the age of 26, and they haven't been in a finals before, or it's their first or second time. They haven't experienced a lot of these finals, so it's very thrilling to them. But I think the occasion sometimes can be very overwhelming. So I just hope they go there with a bit of calm, a bit of embracing the occasion that it's a final, but also it's 80 minutes of rugby. So we should play. Bulls have gone with an experienced team. We're going to get into that soon. And, in fact, just next talking point. But I believe that we can show them that, we are not kids. We're not here to be bullied, just like how we showed Western Province. Because Western Province had a lot of Springboks. Bulls have a lot of Springboks as well, and an experienced coach who's been coaching in the finals. Another fun fact is Jake White, the Bulls coach, or the Bulls rugby director, has never actually won the Currie Cup because he's never taken over a Currie Cup team. So this is the first time, and he wants to win this trophy. This is the trophy that has eluded him. He got us into the semi-finals as well, into the finals, I think, in the disbanded Super Rugby when he was our director of rugby. So he wants this trophy as much as we want it. So we are going there with a young team, and Skumbuzo Noche saying there that a lot of us, or a lot of the team, has not been experienced. But let's hope that they go there with enthusiasm to win. It's going to be really awesome if they win. Next piece is the starting 15. Bulls versus Sharks starting 15. I'm going to go ahead and read the Bulls starting 15. So they have Lizo Koba, Johan Grobler, and Trevor Nyakane leading the front three. Then they have Sintu Manjezi, Ruan Noche, and Marco van Staden, and Elright Lowe in their second row. And then Duane Vermeulen, their captain, and a Springbok. He actually won man of the match in the 2019 World Cup Finals, Duane Vermeulen. So he's leading them. And then Ivan Van Sale is their scrum half. Monestein is their number 10. Stravino Jacobs inside center, and Connor Hendricks outside center. Marco van Staden. Stravino Jacobs is their blindside wing. Connor Hendricks and Marco Jansen van Vuren, they are their centers. And then Katli Arense is their wing, open side wing. David Creel comes in at fullback. They have the Stedman Hans actually has a tight muscle from what I heard, so he won't play in the open wing. And Marco Jansen van Vuren actually comes for him, but he plays outside center. So we have an advantage there because Stedman Hans, he's a very quick player. He's not playing, so let's take an advantage there and hit them, because the others, I think they're also quick, but I think Stedman actually brought something because he's from the sevens and he brought some pace in the team. So replacements are Skolk Erasmus, Jack van Rooyen, Mornay Smith, Jan Ois, Arno Bota, Ambrose Paper, Chris Smith, and Manas Potkita. That is their bench. I think most of them will see them in the second half. Now, on to our team. We actually kept, and Sean Everett was saying that he's very glad that he kept the starting 15 that started against Western Province, apart from one player, our scrum half, drops to the bench. Sanele Nohamba drops to the bench. And so Sean Everett saying there that this actually is the team that he wanted to start with in the semis, but um, Jaden Hendrickse was having stomach issues, so he started from the bench. But he comes in right now, and here is our team lineup. Our props will be Hawks Nche and Thomas Dutoy. Thomas has recovered from a bit of tight calf or something like that. Fezon Bata keeps his hooker position. Then we have JJ Van der Mercht, who actually played a very good role last week, and he was a very good ball carrier with Ruben van Herden. Those are the second rowers. Then we have Dylan Richardson and Henko Fenter as our flanks. Skumbuzo Noche, 8th man. Jaden Hendrickse comes in to replace Nohamba. Then Cohen Bosch, Yao Penkle, Marius Lo, Lucanio Am, Sbunkosi, and Apelele Fasi. Those are the starting 15. Now our replacements are Daniel Yosta, Nzamo Majola, Haron Andrews. He hasn't gained back his position as second rower. Tembalani Boli, who actually is a very good utility player. When he comes in, he really plays well, either at the flank or 8th man. Sanele Nohamba drops to the bench. Jeremy Ward and Manny Libok. So that's our starting 15. Let me know what you guys think in the comment sections below. Please talk to me. Let's see how we're gonna play. If you're happy with the starting lineup, I didn't expect Jaden Hendrickse to come, but he's a very rushing player. He rushes things, I think. And Sanele also does that, but I thought Sanele will cement his position. But from what Sean Everett is saying is, you know, he gives a very different and unique feature when he comes off the bench. He's very strong coming off from the bench. I don't know what you think, but I wanted Nohamba to start. That's the only thing that I wanted here. Marius Low has been quiet in other games. I want him to step up as well. Spoonkosi, I don't know, it's lack of service or something, but he hasn't received even Yao in the blindside wing. Our wings, we're not utilizing them, so we're not utilizing our back rowers, and I really hope that we pay attention this time and we utilize them. We get the ball quick to them so that they can run at balls. So that's what I think. Apart from that, the starting 15, I just think that Nohamba will have started because he's a very unique player when he plays. It brings you different energy. He brings people around him to be very attentive. But I think that hit last time when he got, you remember the hospital parts he got from Skumbuzo Noche, and he was tackled in the air. I think that played a role in this part. So let's see how it goes. Well, that's it, guys. About the stats and about the preview of the game. I've given you a bit of stats, and let's hope that the team is gonna go there and win. One thing is what makes it so special is we've met 3 times at Loftus this season. Twice at Loftus, once at Kings Park. We've lost all 2 at Loftus. This is the first final since 2006, like I said, that the Bulls are involved in. But if we win this final, it's gonna be the 5th time since 2010 that the Sharks are winning the Currie Cup, and it's gonna play a very bigger role when going into the next tournament, which is the Pro 16. So let's hope for a tight, not even a tight game. Let's just hope for an exciting game. And I really hope the Sharks go in prepared, go in fired up. I want to see us win. I want to see us lift that cup. I really miss seeing the Sharks win a trophy, man. And this is our trophy. This means a lot. I know we beat the guys who carried this Currie Cup for a long time or have won it the most in Western Province, but we are the team that has won it the second most in the history of Currie Cup. So let's go get our cup back, guys. Let's not give them anything to smile about on Saturday. And lastly is I think our kicking game. Yeah, Jaku in the comments. Jaku Fenta in the comments. Thanks for your comments as always, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate our conversations and the debate we have. Usually a healthy debate. So join guys in the comment section below. Anything you wanna talk about, we can always engage. He was mentioning that due to the cold front, not the cold front, due to the cyclone Eloise that is hitting Mozambique and South Africa, I think Zim also is experiencing them. In the Pretoria weather, it's been very gloomy all week, and on Saturday it's also going to be gloomy, rainy, cloudy. So kicking will actually be most important. So I hope Cohen Bosch come with his kicking boots and come with that mule for a shoe or something, just to help us. You know, once we get in a position where we can kick, due to the weather, we just have to take the chances. I'm hoping for a tight game. I'm hoping for a very chess like game, you know. But hopefully the Sharks win. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please, as usual, like I said, comment in below in the video. Drop us a like. Drop us or share the video and subscribe if you're new. I'm gonna bring out another one if not if, definitely. I'm just hoping that we win. I'm gonna bring it out another video after the finals and just talking to you on how the season went and looking forward to the next season. But before that, we have 80 minutes to go. So keep it black and white, guys. Nothing else matters. See you soon.